Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope that all of you are fine at your home. And welcome to this session. This is class 6th, subject social science, chapter number 6 of civics. The name of the chapter is Rural Administration, and this is going to be our lecture number 2. As in lecture number 1, we have done that there was dispute between two of the farmers, Raghu and Mohan. And Mohan was beaten by Raghu and one of his servants. Then Mohan and some of his friends went to the police station for FIR. And then we discussed about the role of police as well as the area of police. Now, today we will learn about the role of Patwari and Tehsildar, two more administrative officers that we will be learning today. What the functions they perform, that we will discuss. So now, the topics to be discussed or topics to be covered in today's lecture are: number 1, maintenance of land records. As we did that Mohan and Raghu, they both were arguing for the bund that was shifted by Raghu. So how could they find out was it shifted really or not? That could be done by the records only. So who keeps these records, land records? The first topic is maintenance of land records. Second, work of Patwari, one of the administrative officer. Then work of Tehsildar, one more administrative officer we will be doing, and what the function he performs, that we will do. Number 4, we will cover one more topic, Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005. And at last, of course, we will take one more thing, that is homework. On the basis of the topics covered in the lecture, the homework will be assigned to you. So let's start. The first is maintenance of land records. How the land records they are maintained. Before starting that, who maintains that, we must know, we must go to the story that we have covered in first lecture. As we have seen that Raghu and Mohan were arguing whether the common boundary of their field had been shifted. As Raghu was denying that he did not shift the boundary or the bund, but Mohan was saying that it was shifted. Mohan increased the area of his land by shifting the bund. So this was the argument between Raghu and Mohan. Now the question arises, who would help them out in that situation? Who keeps the land records? So after going through the story of these two farmers, we have done the role of police also, but we must know that who keeps the land records, from where they get the correct measurement. So for that we will be doing role of Patwari or the work of Patwari. Patwari. So what work the Patwari does? One of the administrative officer who maintains records. Now see what work he does. Number 1, responsible for group of villages. He is responsible for group of villages. Means different villages, he keeps the records of a group of villages. So he is responsible for group of villages. Second thing, measures land. Patwari measures land. As in this situation, Raghu and Mohan, when they approach to Patwari, Patwari will measure the land and find out that whether the bund is really shifted or not. Third, maintains and updates the records of the villages. Whatever the records regarding the land, it is there in the villages, he maintains and updates the records. Maintain and updates means if any changes is there, if any person who sells the a particular land to anyone, or if any person who buys the land from anyone, so that changes that updation also that is done by Patwari. Next is organizes collection of land revenue. Whatever the land revenue that is collected from farmers, he organizes that collection also. Next is provide information to the government about crops grown in the area where he is responsible for. Means, as I told you, a Patwari is responsible for group of villages. So in those villages, he must have the records of the land about those particular villages. He maintains and updates records of those villages, all the fields and whatever the land that belongs to which person. Okay, and that information, what is grown there in their fields, that information also, that is duty of Patwari to give the information about the crops grown in that particular area to the government. So these are the work done by Patwari, or we can say the functions that Patwari performs. Okay, next thing, see this picture, it is given in your book even, how they keep the records, the Patwaris. Now you can see there in this picture different columns are there. In yellow box you can see the first column number, second area in hectares, third name of owner, father or husband's name, address, means who is the owner of a particular field. If it is rented to some other farmer, their name and rent received. Suppose if any of the owner of the field gives that field for any other person, any other farmer for rent, and he is receiving some amount of that rent, so the name of that person to whom it is rented. Then area cultivated this year, how much area is cultivated and which crop is grown, in how much area it is grown. Okay, area not cultivated, if the cultivation is not done in any area that is empty, so that also record. Then facilities, is there any facility in that particular field or not. So in this way they keep the record. Like number 1 we can see that number 1, 2, 3 records they are showing there. Area in hectare 0.75, 3, 6. Name of owner Mohan, son of Rajaram, village also. Then Raghu Ram, son of Ratan Lal, village also. Okay, and the third one, Madhya Pradesh government grassland. Means the third area where the third serial number it is given, that particular area is belonging to Madhya Pradesh government. Okay, now rented, no. Area cultivation means what is grown there, and the special facility. In second one, well is there, that is working. In third one, well as well as working grazing. Okay, on the basis of this complete information, some of the questions are asked there below it. You can see, who owns the land south of Mohan's field? As we have seen that number 1 is for Mohan's field. Okay, number 1 it is there in second diagram, and south to 1 it is 2. So who is there to the south of Mohan's field? It is Raghu's, because 2 number is there, the serial number for Raghu Ram's field. Then third, mark the common boundary between Mohan's and Raghu's land. Obviously, where 1 and 2 both are given, in between that one line is given, that is the bond between these two fields or the boundary. Who can use field number 3? Field number 3 only the government of Madhya Pradesh can use, because it is not rented and it belongs to Madhya Pradesh government. Okay, what information can one get for field number 2 and field number 3? You can see the field number 2, one well is shown there. This is the one information we can give. In field number 3, we can see the trees and well is also present there, grassland is there. So we can give the information about 2 and 3, that there are different facilities provided. So in this way, the patwaris, they keep the records of different areas. Okay, next thing, functions of Tehsildar. As we discussed the work of patwari, on the patwari, as we know that patwari is responsible for the group of villages, then at the tehsil level, there is Tehsildar. And what is the work of Tehsildar? The main function of Tehsildar is to look after the work done by patwaris. So see what functions he performs. Number 1, Tehsildar supervises the work of patwari. As I told you that at the tehsil level, the high rank officer is Tehsildar, who looks after or supervises the work of patwari. The patwari is maintaining the records properly, the collection of revenue is done or not, all these tasks that is done by Tehsildar. The first is Tehsildar supervises the work of patwari. Second, he ensures that records are kept properly and land revenue is collected. Means these tasks are done by patwari. So Tehsildar ensures, makes sure that these records are kept properly or not, or land revenue is collected or not. Number 3, farmers can get copy of their land from Tehsildar. When they want the copy of land record, so they can get from Tehsildar. Number 4, students can obtain their caste certificate and domiciles from Tehsildar. Students, they need sometimes the students, they need the caste certificate and domiciles, so they receive that from Tehsildar. Now caste certificate, everybody knows that whether the child that is they are in general category or OBC or SC, so these caste certificate. And domicile, basically I think it should be explained. Domicile is the residential certificate, because if where we are filling any of the forms, in some of the forms the residential certificate is demanded, and in that domicile, that is the residential certificate in which it is mentioned that that particular fellow or that particular child lives there in this village that comes in this tehsil, then it is there in Haryana. So complete that residential proof it is. So domicile is the residential certificate. That also students or even the elders, they can get from Tehsildar. Number 5, Tehsildar hears land disputes. Sometimes the land dispute, as we talked about Raghu and Mohan, so obviously land records are there with Tehsildar. So Tehsildar also hears the land dispute. The dispute related to the land, they are also heard by the Tehsildar. So these are the functions of Tehsildar. The high rank officer, then patwari, as I told you, at the tehsil level, and he supervises the work done by patwari. Now the next is, why are the land records needed? As we discussed that these land records are kept or maintained by patwari, and complete records, they are there with Tehsildar, because Tehsildar supervises the work done by patwari. So why these land records are needed? You might be understood that we already did that Mohan and Raghu, this type of dispute, if it is there, definitely we need a land record. Along with this, some other reasons why these land records are needed, we'll see here. Number one, a farmer wants to buy a plot of land from another farmer. If any of the farmer or any person wants to buy a plot of land or a farm or field from another farmer, so definitely at that time the land records are needed. Second, a farmer wants loan from bank for agriculture. For different purposes, we can say if any well they have to dig there, or any tractor or any instrument they want to buy, for that if loan they want from bank, the copy of that land record a farmer needs to give to the bank. So the third one, a farmer wants to sell his plot of land to another farmer at the time of buying as well as at the time of selling. In both the situation they need the land record to show that this particular land is mine. Okay, next, a farmer wants to divide his property among his sons. In that situation also, if a farmer is going to divide his property among sons, so he needs land records so that he can show that which part is given to which of the son. So this is all why these land records are needed. Okay, next is Hindu Succession Amendment Act. So very important. We'll discuss about this act, what is this, and what has been done by the government in this particular act. Okay, see, Hindu Succession Amendment Act was introduced in 2005 by the government of India. Under this law, women get share in the family's property. If a father dies, his property will be equally divided among his sons, daughters and his wife. So this is all about Hindu Succession Amendment Act. Basically, before 2005, what was there? Whatever the property was there with any person, it was directly given to sons only. No share was given to daughters or wife. But in 2005, Government of India that introduced one law or one act that was known as Hindu Succession Amendment Act. And in that act, what was given? That according to this law, the property of any family or any person will be divided among all his sons, daughters and his wife also. So that was done there in Hindu Succession Amendment Act. Basically, now here amendment word you can see. But amendment basically means change. As we know that in our constitution different rules and regulations are given, but sometimes according to the need of the people living there in the country, some of the changes are made there in these laws. So that change is known as amendment. So what change has been done by the government in 2005 under Hindu Succession Amendment Act? The property will be divided among sons, daughters and his wife. And through this law, women are benefited because now they can get the equal share from father's property as their brothers are getting. So this is the benefit for the girl or women from this Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005. Okay, before discussing, just see one more thing about Hindu Succession Amendment Act. Here, before learning this Hindu Succession Amendment Act, one poem is given there in your book. Just have a look on that poem, A Daughter's Wish. So this poem, what is written here? father inherited our houses from his father, and everyone says he will leave it to brother. But what about me and my mother? So what the girl is trying to say, the daughter is trying to say that we heard that our father, they inherited, they have taken the land or houses from his father, means from grandfather, and everyone says he will give it to my brother. But what about me and my mother? Next she says that to expect a share in my father's home is not very womanly, I am told, but I really want a place of my own, not a dowry of silk and gold. So what they are saying, that in this poem particularly, she is trying to say that the complete house or property that my father got from my grandfather, and everybody says that it will be given to my brother, what is there for me and my mother? I do not want any dowry. Dowry means dahej of silk and gold. I also want some place of my own. So this the particular poem, it is reflecting that the girl that is demanding some property of her own. Then Hindu succession amendment that we discussed, in which we already discussed that what is given, in 2005 government introduced that, and after that the property will be divided among sons, daughters and wife. Now, as we talked about the police department here in this chapter, we talked about two more administrative officers, Patwari and Tehsildar. Now, as I will try to tell you that some other social or some other public services, those are found there in the villages basically. Firstly, what is this public service? Public service means the service that has been given to public by government, means everybody can use that service. Okay, private or public, two type of services we use. Private, that belongs to any of the private person, but public, that is of government. So some public services that we can find there in the villages. Number one, the milk society. You might have seen in your villages also that the milk society is there, in which the people, the farmers, those are having different animals like buffalo and cow, and they get milk, so they can sell that milk to that milk society. Then the agricultural society for seeds and fertilizer. Farmers, they need seeds and fertilizer for the crops, so agricultural society that is found there in the villages to get seed and fertilizer. Third, the bank. Obviously in some of the villages it is there, but some of the villages they go to the bank in the another village or the town. The next is the schools, obviously hospitals, the health centers, etc. Along with it, different many we can see post office, okay, bus stand, that is for the public. So these are some of the public services we can find there in the villages. If question is there, write the names of some public services that we can find there in the villages. You can write here. Okay, now this is done there with the complete chapter we have completed in 2 lectures. So in today's lecture, what we covered? We have covered the 3 main topics: work of Patwari, then functions done by Tehsildar, and Hindu Succession Amendment Act. Okay, and in previous lecture, in first lecture, we have completed that what is the role of police, okay, or the work done by police. What do you mean by the area of police? So that we covered in that first lecture. And the needs of the villages, that also we covered. So I hope that all these topics you have understood. Now it's turn for homework. So on the basis of today's lecture, some of the questions that you have to do, they are in your fair register. Do the following questions. Describe the duties of Patwari. So you'll write here the duties of Patwari. What does a Patwari do? Question number 2. Write the functions of Tehsildar. That we have done in today's lecture itself. Question number 3. Write a short note on Hindu Succession Amendment Act. We covered that. What is this Hindu Succession Amendment Act? So you'll write a short note in 3-4 sentences that what is this Hindu Succession Amendment Act. Question number 4. How do women benefit under the new law? New law means Hindu Succession Amendment Act. So how do women they benefit under new law? You will write here what benefits the women they get after this Hindu Succession Amendment Act. So these questions you will do. Now it's turn for homework solution of lecture number 1. Do the following question it was given. Number 1, it was what is the full form of FIR? The full form of FIR is First Information Report. Second, it was what is the work of police? The answer is number 1, to maintain law and order. Number 2, that is to register cases of fights, theft, accident, injury, etc. Number 3, that is to inquire or investigate. When the cases are registered with them, then they start investigation. Then to take action on the cases within its area. Whatever the cases they have, they are with them. They take action on those cases in that particular area. Now, question number 3, it was comment on the area of a police station. Answer. Every police station has an area under its control. All the people of that area can report cases and inform the police of that particular area only. They can inform the police. The police inquires, investigates and takes action on the cases filed with the police station of that particular area. Next, this is 4th question it was. What are the important needs of a village? Important needs of a village are number 1, water, electricity, sanitation, road construction, resolution of conflicts means solution of conflicts or the disputes, maintenance of land records. So these are some of the needs of a village. I hope that all of you have understood. Thank you and have a nice day.